Oh, we have a hippie screen. We got hippies, peace and love and stuff. Obvious hippie coding, clothing, the signs, the thing that looks like the peace symbol, the headband. Yep. So did they end up with the golden idol and worship it for a bit with our strange historian character? And then these scientists ended up grabbing it up for their organization or something? Still have to wonder what the hierarchy means. Oh, hello. Not filled in. I don't know why I read that part out loud. OPIG, organization chart updated, blah, 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 blah. Following mid-year inspections. So, board president, head of corn-based solutions. That's not a character we're going to meet, apparently. Head of speculative investment. Contractor emotion studies. Extra-physical laboratory lead. Independent consultant. Research engineer, research assistant, history consultant. I'm guessing this is the leader of the laboratory that we went to, and these people are like above that, and these people are below that. Let's see. Board inspection. There's Nathan Hoyle and Tim Spender. This guy even named in the story, Oriel Toussaint. He doesn't come up in the entire story, but he's dressed like them. Because a question is, does Oriel work at this lab, or is he coming in with these guys? And there are there's 3 characters in here. No one is seemingly missing. Then there's this 4th character and 4 lockers. Right, and those are his glasses, right? So... Right. Studies of Lemuria, about criminal investigation. Okay. So you're the history consultant. There's 4 people work here. There's the lab lead, which is probably Marie Westlake. Assistant and engineer. We should know who those are too. They just won't give us the faces for them. We have this guy, head of speculative. He's likely the head of speculative investment. He might be the board president. I don't think he's a contractor. Could be an independent consultant, but I think most likely this guy's one of these 2 people. I can probably review who that is because of the warnings about him coming in. Board president. So you're the board president. The manager, we also should know the name of at this point, I think. It's probably this guy. Unless the organization got reshuffled or people got replaced or something like that happened, but this is probably the research assistant. That's at least my current vibe right now. Alright, let's check out the hippie chapter. So did you guys have a hold of the golden idol post the auction and stuff? Protest movement. The hippie circle refuses to roll over. Did this organization go after them and take their stuff? That's not good. That's bad. You don't want to have an active grill on top of you. Is that person okay? Ah, what the hell was that? Odetta. Awkward letter spacing on that thing, but okay. Odetta. Path? The object's path. Okay. Something happened, and it came through, went under that, and knocked that onto him. Is that ice? A metal rod sits at the bottom of the pool. That might be the object, but there's this here too. It looks like it's not concrete because it's floating. It kind of looks like ice that came rolling down here. Unclear what to think of that right now. Yep, that's a barbecue. Look at those wiggly sausages. Those wiggly wieners. A wedding ring. Yeah, so I try to inspect. That's what happens. Is sometimes I try to inspect things, but then over here, this thing kind of freaks out. And well, my first click confirms these things going into my inventory, and then I don't click on the thing correctly. Mom, it almost hit me. Jeffrey, quickly, out of the pool now. Tobias. Or Tobias and Odetta. Cuthbert leads New Wells PO Club to victory. Benson out with injury. Feeling the summer heat? How to cool off in style. That's a cool dog. So Tobias and Odetta. And Jeffrey. So they helpfully gave us all those. Now that's like half the roster already, damn. Just came to this hole. Well, create this hole. The metal rod might just be what he was using for cooking. You okay, Tobias? I saw everything. Hold on, I'm coming over. Dear Corbin. It's not a Mr. Corbin. So I think his first name is Corbin. Thank you for considering our agency for your manuscript. Your observations are certainly intriguing. Just for closure, I would like some assurance that you have your subject's permission to write about them. We wouldn't want that scientist, Jack, was it? Or the woodworking family, the Amsels, to sue us for libel, or leave us all broke, would we? Regards, Lana Pete, the Unitas Agency. So Jack the scientist, I believe we know Jack already. The Amsels. It's probably these three. It's a family. It'd be interesting if you have a whole extra bonus family mixed into this tiny roster of characters here. Yes, they want permission that they want assurance that what they're writing about is something they have permission for. That's definitely some woodworking right there. That might be a curtain, but this looks like a work shed, and out here is like a birdhouse, the saw. Admittedly not a massive amount of evidence of woodworking, but it's some level of woodworking happened, and everything in this game is placed very deliberately. A glass containing a block of ice. Okay, that's weird. Oh wait, no, just one little block of ice. Okay. I thought the entire contents of it were frozen. Almost like everything, like all the ice, like all the water in this area was freezing or something. Because of the weird ice puck here. But it's not a frozen glass of water. It's just, there's one ice in it. Also, this pool isn't frozen yet. Blue and yellow spools of ribbon. Take back our sanctuary. June 13th, time 2 p.m. Questions? Contact P. Coolidge organizer. So it's a protest. Was he like currently fixing his jacket or preparing it for the protest? Is the protest already happening? Is he late for it? A door on your roof and you're spying on people with this thing? That's creepy. Entry 97. The new occupants are even more suspicious than the Hippie Foundation, or whatever it's called. Okay, no, he's maybe not a member of them. Maybe want to infiltrate them? The further up the hill I walk, the more cold chill I get. Look at the ivy. I'm not imagining it. Entry 98. You think the hippies would have rolled over by now, but from what I've gathered, they're still determined. I don't like it. Entry 99. Do you think my own daughter's caught up in their nonsense? It boils my blood. If Pa were still around, he'd call it disgrace the Shaw name. His name's Shaw. And his daughter's up there with the hippies. And that might be why there's organizational stuff around here. It's the split family. Strife in their household. And he just spies on people all the time. That is a wheel. A wheel came from somewhere. I'm really worried about what's going on here. Right. There's the hippies. Bunch of bikes. One of them probably was missing a wheel. No. None of these ones, at least. Small shards of melting ice. So ice came through here. It is ice. Are these the entire screen? Where'd the bike wheel come from? So now these are missing one. She's hiding. Oh god, I hope he didn't see me, but man, it hit the organizer's bike. I'm gonna be in so much trouble. And there's the yellow and blue, so that's the daughter. Go ahead and add Shaw to her name. Oh, and there's Jack. So the scientist lives over here. Why is Eugene talking to those layabouts? He's lucky enough already to still have a job here. Can't he do anything right? Laboratory schedule, June 13th. Morning shift, Westlake and Toussaint. Sorry, we have to work on a Sunday. Afternoon shift, Noak and Marmot. Remember, Marmot no longer has interior lab access. So Marmot is once again here. But yeah, that should be Noak. Was his name Noak? Jack Noak? Jack Noak? That sounds funny for some reason. Let's just remind ourselves what our names were last time. Yeah, Jack Noak and Eugene Marmot. This makes so much sense. I was just trying to help. I didn't know why they were so mad at me. Enter a state of true harmony. Repair your emotional divides. The Harmony Foundation. Like, no, they're mad at you because you're a pain in the ass that just doesn't do your job. It's not your fault, Mr. Marmot. You Opic people don't understand what the Enlightenment device really does. Here, take some literature. So this is beforehand. He already got in trouble. This is how he got the book, which he has in the next chapter, because this is on the TVs. It's sort of, if we're going chronologically, this should be before the other one. Might have been where he got it in his head to do some dumb things. Sort. Eugene Marmot and Jack Noak. There we go. So the names are pretty filled in. None of these people count as characters for that purpose. Oh, came scraping through here, through all the poor flowers. It smashed into this thing. But part of it's how. Why is part of it in a wheelbarrow? Maybe it just fell into there? It's. The ivy's messed up here too. I'm thinking that this was a bird bath that was full of water, and then it froze, and ice expands, so it broke the entire thing, and the whole thing fell over. I don't know why the foundation of it fell over, though. I guess just the weight of the whole thing fucking up. What's in here? It's set to these settings. That might be the freeze. I think there's a setting for giving heat, so it's probably a setting for taking heat. And so it damaged this ivy and this thing. A broken bird bath. Gouge through here. What is that? What are these red streaks? Because if it rolled down like a wheel, this kind of makes sense over here. But that could have been plants, or could have been bicycles. Yeah, something came down here, but there's like weird red bits. I'm not quite sure what to make of those parts. And she's over here. He hit the organizer's bike. I'm gonna be in so much trouble. So it did hit this bike right here. This red one. They're doing weird stuff in there, man. You see that did you see your old moon gazing bath? You can't steal enlightenment. Now Penny's trying to recruit the suits. Opig hates harmony. You hear that crash? Don't worry about it, man. Andy's taking it back. We'll be gazing again in no time. Andy. Where was Penny? This is Penny, given the context. Andy's taking it back. Are you Andy? We have every name. Is your name Penny Pete? Amstel. Andy. Don't know who Andy is yet. Coolidge. Don't have a Coolidge. Corbin. There's Corbin Shaw. Eugene. Jack. Jeffrey. Yep. Lana. No Lana in here. Marmot, Noak, Odetta, Pete. Right? Yeah. Penny, Shaw, Tobias? Tobias Amsel. Toussaint, Westlake. We know who these people are. Westlake is here, but there's no Maria for Westlake. And we have all the words. But she's not really a name we're filling in. So there's kind of just stuff to add to the list so you don't just process elimination it down to nothing. Alright, was there a hint about your name down here? Penny Coolidge. That's the organizer. Put you back up here. We have Lana, Andy, and Pete as our last names. Andy's a little ambiguous. Pete is probably a dude's name. It's probably Lana or... Let's see. Lana Pete is Leonidas Agency. So it's Andy then. That's the only remaining name. There we go. Alright, all the names in our first try. We did already know 2 of the characters in advance, and these 4 kind of grouped up in an easy mode anyway. So we're trying to figure out the path of destruction. This thing went all over the place. Alright, so we have the wheelbarrow, and it ends in the pool. Gets this guy. The flowers are around here. Now it's down here. Flowers are somewhere around here because it hit the bike, which belongs to the organizer. Let's see how much I can make out where it went. Like, did it go here and go back? Then what about the flowers? Is it unrelated? Okay, so a wheel is what hit the flowers. A wheel hit the flowers and ended up here because there's flowers stuck in the wheel. I just don't know where the wheel came from. Is one of these bikes the ones that have 2 wheels in the back, or did they just forget to remove a wheel from the damaged bike? I just really don't understand how there's a wheel down there when every bike has 2 wheels still. Okay, the bush is also part of it. It seems to have hit the tree. But where'd it go during the transition down here? What have I not included yet? So we already have this. These 3 are really obvious. They're all back to back. Pool, grill, bush. You can't see much up here. So what are the options here? This tree, those bushes. That's a weird gouge in the mud. Where is that? Oh, here? Oh, there's a pretty deep, flat gouge. I'm less sure what's going on with the red streak. But the gouge is before that, technically. Oh, it's that straightforward. Okay. Got it. Yeah, it didn't go anywhere into the hippie group. There's just four there's 5 pictures of the hippies, and then the unrelated wheel. So the rest of it doesn't amount to much. So not a lot of red herrings there that really made sense. That's just kind of like a... It's almost like they're just are infatuated with having like bonus mysteries for funsies. So I don't even know if that'll help me solve the mystery. Let's see. A group of... Let's sort again. Hippies? Protesters? There. A group of protesters gathered outside of OPIG laboratory, upset about the closure block of ice. Protesters ribbon wheel. Is it closure of the Harmony Foundation? I think it's a closure of the Harmony Foundation. Let's revisit the clues here. Take back our sanctuary. Yeah, that probably amounts to the closure of the Harmony Foundation. I guess they must have been in that building before. How long ago? During the protest. What's her name? Andy Shaw. Andy Shaw attempted to steal a that's interesting. So that's why she had a wheelbarrow. So she was trying to steal the bird bath because they used to care about that a lot. It was like their gazing bat pool or whatever. She tried to steal the bird bath. She accidentally dropped it. When she accidentally broke it, a block of ice came loose, rolled down the hill, and injured. Let's see. Gotta parse the grammar here. So it's gonna be the barbecue. Is it broke his barbecue? Tobias Amstel. Causing it to fall on him. Fall over and hit him. Fall over and injure him? Okay, sure. They're being picky. Everything's correct. To show her support for Harmony Foundation protest, Andy Shaw planned to steal the bird bath, or moon-gazing bath. However, she wasn't strong enough, so she dropped it to send a block of ice down the hill and into Ansel family's barbecue. Yeah, that was brave. That was a huge stone structure that you thought you were going to just put in a wheelbarrow. That was a very short level. I'm almost startled. Uncle Isaac. Look what I found in Mother's attic. Remember our first experiment together? I would have burned my eyebrows off if you weren't there to save me. That's when you started calling me Icarus. We have another... So last game we had Lazarus, this game we have Icarus. Hope to see you again soon. I always feel so inspired after our talks, and believe me, I could use that right now. The people in charge here have all the wrong priorities, but what can I do? Maybe I can impress Mr. Hoyle, and you'll swap me and Mary around. But for now, I'm on the bottom rung. Wish you were here. They don't listen to you. With love, Jack, Icarus. He's got that mark on his neck, so that should be the person who... Yeah, it's Isaac Noak. That makes sense. We know they're named Jack and Isaac Noak. We know that you're the lead. You're probably the head of speculative investment because your name is Spender. Research engineer and assistant. There you go. Blah, 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 blah. Can I even unpack this mess? This is probably Jack Noak realized the golden idol? Uh-oh. Artifact might... if it were Someone realized that something might blah if it were blah. Blah blah was in charge of its blah, but blah blah. Despite this blah blah, the new device so was denied blah. Denied access. Denied lab access. Eugene Marmot something the device. We don't even have blue words yet. Mary Westlake was in charge of its... Reconstruction? It's hard not knowing what the verbs are going to be. With blah from the blah blah, blah blah ran the blah blah. Uh-huh. These blah blah build the blah blah believing... Okay, so... The Orpig Corporation. They used broken parts to build an artifact, believing it could blah blah. And then blah blah, and in so doing so help people blah. However, it actually blah blah. It actually murder. It could be funding from the Harmony Foundation. Believing it could achieve enlightenment? I'm kind of just sketching out ideas here. It's hard to parse it without the whole story, obviously. So let's go get that. The procedure. A bizarre operation ends in bloodshed. So we're experiencing this entire chapter in reverse chronological order. Well, that's upsetting. Oh, they had the artifact. Like adding or draining stuff. So the Harmony Foundation thought that they could get rid of sin or corruption or whatever bad concept and fill your brain with enlightenment or something. And then they found out how to kill a guy with it. There's a crystal down there. It rolled. It fell covered in blood and it rolled along the floor so you can see all the corners of it. I'll survive. I guess that freak's got a thing for Little Miss Daisy Chain, eh? A taser. Copy police. So it's an active radio. So the police came in and did a raid on the Harmony Foundation. May the light of empathy dispel the dark force. These tree huggers can never just come quietly, can they? You alright, Bruce? Morning orders. Meet Mr. Spender and his colleague Mary at 7 Sweet Pea Drive at 9:20 a.m. Bring tasers, but only for self-defense. Before removing occupants, explain our hands-off approach to the new guy. Ensure all property remains inside the building. It belongs to OPIC now. Okay, so OPIC did seize the Harmony Foundation, like I implied last time. That is what they're going and doing here. So the Harmony Foundation is being... the Harmony Foundation is being evicted. But they're also seizing all their assets, and that's why the crystal changed hands. Or the relics. Pinnacle Security, Myson. Your name tag was still here, Billy Greer. Okay, let's get those real quick. Myson. Billy Greer. Yeah, last name Myson. Doesn't make much sense that you can't see the rest of it because it's not blocked actively by blood, but whatever. Where am I? Got a little one-day thing. Is that membership? Is that sobriety? It looks like a... It reminds me of a Alcoholics Anonymous chip. He's a first-day recruit and immediately gets fucked up by this thing. Funeral program. Neil Remington. Dad taught me the importance of standing up for family. Someone died in 1975, which is probably the current year. I can't believe it, we were so close. Mittens has endless affection for everyone. Sorry, Mittens is gone. 1 year. Dear Dedicant Hall, I am delighted to inform you that you have been chosen to take part in Harmony Foundation's first ever New Dawn procedure. Please bring this letter, which includes an agenda overleaf, to Retreat Center on Friday, April 13th. For accurate readings, you should also bring a photograph of someone you love. On it, write a brief message about them. Blessings, always. That looks like Tessa? As a signature? Alright. But they are lost. But if their loved one is their cat. Her last name should be Hall. Agenda. 7:45 a.m. arrival, 8 a.m. commencement address, 9 a.m. levels reading. That's some Scientology sounding stuff. 9:30 a.m. phase 1 elimination process, 10:30 a.m. phase 2 replenishment process, 11:30 a.m. levels reading, 12 p.m. gratitude meditation, 1 p.m. departure. So trying to use the golden idol to like recalibrate or rebalance people. Enlighten meter 3000. This is extremely Scientology. Crystal power technology. It looks like a Rorschach test, but it's not just blotches of ink or whatever, it's specifically symmetrical somehow. Oh, it's the same house. I didn't realize that. Okay. So the and this is the lab because they seized this location. It's the lab downstairs, I guess. So it's the same house that she owned and where the murder happened, which they haven't found yet. Universalism 101, the fundamental forces. Order, empathy, justice, chaos, hatred, and justice. Justice and injustice are opposite. Order and chaos, hatred and... Yep. Yep. Order and chaos! Lobsters, that's... They tried to censor it, but they censored it with just using the X on a typewriter. They're doing this manually in a typewriter in real time. Brave. Commencement address, first draft. Make the intro more impactful. Needs to grab their attention. Welcome, followers. No, dedicants. Since the dawn of time, various fundamental forces have been at war in the universe. Those we colloquially call the light and the dark have also fought inside each individual. Today, within each of us, the light will finally seize victory. We will all become, pause for effect, enlightened. Too dramatic, take another stab at this section. So just trying to figure out how to lead this organization and be super cool. Maybe this will change your mind. Click. And she's expecting you to do something. Symbols. According to this person, what did these symbols mean? What does she think these symbols mean? Okay. Uh-huh. That's wild. Levels readings. Enlighten meter works best when subject focusing on loved one and what they mean to them. Phases 1 and 2 complete when all subjects' blah levels are 0 and their blah levels are 100, i.e. enlightenment. So this is a good and this is a bad. Start levels and end levels. She's using it on herself. So she went from 5 to 95. This person went from 55 to 45, which is worse. 80 to 20. 20 to 80. Enlighten meter functioning well, readings as expected. Do they mean to increase some people's stuff instead of decrease it? I don't know how they're quantifying this part. But measuring two different people and having them show up with the same symbol is interesting. Wait. How does this one symbol mean 5, 55, and 80? How are you interpreting these numbers? Also, are you drawing that? That seems hard to do. Seems like a very inefficient system. 6/22, 1950. My mentor was the wisest man I've ever known. The same system overall. Is that the same guy who died? Neil Remington. Not someone I have to identify, at least. Ah, Remington. That's his dad. I should keep paying attention to that. Don't think that's necessarily the same person. Red pen. That means that the red writing is from her. It is funny that they did this thing to show that this is definitely made with a keyboard, but then her handwriting looks like the same font as the keyboard. I don't know what that is, or what you expected it to do, but nothing's changed, Tessa. It's over. Pack your bags. We're terminating this project. So OPIG ran the Harmony Foundation. So emotion studies over here. This is probably over here is yep. So this is gonna be Tessa. And then down here is the person Tessa murdered, I think. This missing contractor, check with HR. This person, they don't really know who they are. Do we have access to the name Tessa? And there's Spender. I told you, she's a quack. I bet none of the junk in here works. God knows what we're going to do with it all. Little did you know. Dear Dr. Westlake, as per your request, here's my assessment of Madame Navari and her Harmony Foundation. Hello, Navari. Westlake. Mary? There you go. I don't remember Spender's first name right now. Charlie Spender. Sam Spender. Yeah, I'll check later. Dear, okay. Simply put, Miss Navari is an incompetent practitioner of false history and pseudoscience. She claims, for instance, that the longer one follows her teachings, the more enlightened they become. But how does she measure this? With a device that provides no quantifiable data. She thinks it makes data somehow. I think she might have been making that up, though, just to look competent to people. Oh yeah, they're calling out the fact that she used the same symbol 3 times for 3 different numbers. Yep. I believe she simply sees in this machine's readings whatever she expects to based on her above claim. Stay skeptical. Jim Horny. My name is Jim Horny, and I'm making furry visual of it. Founder of the Reason Institute. Jim Horny. It's very incriminating that she even keeps track of the symbols, because that just shows how she's making shit up. Unless she has some sort of insight there. But I don't think she does. I think she's just doing a journal to appear scientific so that people will keep funding her. Because if she just keeps filling out a bunch of stuff, it'll look like she's totally doing her job. Universalism 102. The key powers exercise sheet. Exercise 1. Connect each power to its counterpart. Each power has only one counterpart. You only need 3 lines. Such as which one's the opposite. Eliminate, purify and contaminate, illuminate and obscure, replenish and eliminate. Da-da-da. Do I need to fill it out? Nope. What does it matter why she let them in or why they're doing this? Just send help. 6 months. So this place has maybe only been around for a year because nobody has an older chip. My uncle, always the life of the party. 50-year-old uncle. What a photo. Took a photo while the comet was going through. That's a very specific moment. The exact moment they're blowing the candles and there's a comet in the background on live TV. Dense photo. Dear Dedicant Robinson. There we go. I am delighted to inform you that you have been chosen to take part in the Harmony Foundation's first ever New Dawn procedure. Everything else is the same. Yep. Same schedule, I believe. Yeah. There's a coat. Tim Spender, that's his name. We didn't even have his name yet. Trying to keep it from me. Tim Spender, manager, speculative investment division. Yeah, it's his top matches his bottom. 'Cause that's how suits work. They're supposed to be made of the same cloth. If it's not, it's a sport coat. I watched a CJ the X video and now I'm an expert on fashion. Alright. Call this long ass number for a free quote from Pinnacle Security. Each day here brings us closer to enlightenment. I have missed something. Ah, down here. Oh, voice messages again. Cool. Peace and blessings, madam. Please allow me to bring someone along to this historic event. The person I have in mind is practically consumed with hatred. No one needs this more. I beg you to give them a shot. And now they're dead. Or maybe dead. Thank you. Oh, thank you, madam. We both look forward to seeing you very soon. So this guy got fucked up. I need to identify who he is. Remington. Consumed with hatred. I don't think we knew a Remington back then, right? No. There's not another person from the prison, at least. Just curious if we're supposed to know this guy already, if I remember Remington. trying to fix this guy up. Okay. Let's see. Let's narrow this down again. So we have Tessa Navari, Tim Spender, Mary Westlake, Robinson, Myson, Billy Greer, Remington, and Hall. Okay, they're probably not named Mittens. Pretty sure Mittens is you. Yeah, there's Mittens. I didn't see the name at first. Alright, so we have Alex, Charlie, and Sam, Bruce, and Neil. These are all first names. Somebody has a first name as a last name? No, they're all first names. Okay. We do have two women, but Sam, Alex, and Charlie are gender-neutral names. Bruce and Neil somewhat less so, I believe. Looking for name advice. Name of evidence. Somebody Hall. Myson. What evidence do we have the rest of the names? Let's see. Bruce. It's Bruce Myson. There we go. Trying to figure out what we've missed. So Neil, I'll put Neil over here a little bit, but Neil is the person here. I'm just curious if he might be a Neil Jr., if they're going to play that trick. But there are 3 names remaining for 3 characters, so it's probably those 3. Spender and Mary. So this is the new guy. Trying to see if I've forgotten a name. I've missed something. She has the red pen, so it should be written by her. She doesn't mention anybody's name. I love the idea of, like, what does she think this means? Sam, Alex, and Charlie. But when was this? Is this today? There's so little information on this thing. This is just one session that happened at some point, but at unknown time. Is it supposed to be today? Oh yeah, it's supposed to be today because there's start levels written but no end levels. But then how do they know this? Where'd this data come from? 5, 55, and 80. Oh, because this is new. This whole thing here is written in the past, but this is written today potentially. So she might have just seen those results and just written that it's nonsense just now. Okay. Then it's probably Sam, Alex, and Charlie are these 3 people. I don't know how they have final results necessarily. Is there any indication that they'll do it in order of seniority? Doing worksheets. She's been in for 6 months. Does it say that they'll do it in order of seniority? I think I'll go with that because he's currently in the chair on a one-day chip. So Sam, Alex, Charlie. Nope, something's wrong. It's like a Space Invader and a Canadian, like, Maple Leaf. Is that the last one in the book? Maybe? That's Charlie. Okay, how did I get this wrong then? Because, like, a surprising amount of it is wrong, apparently. More than 2? Half these people are carrying things that have names on them. This guy's this guy's name is Billy Greer, right? Did I mix these two up? That's Billy Greer. Yeah, that's that guy. Billy Greer. Unless it's Greer Billy. This one's Myson. He calls him Bruce. It's Bruce Myson, that should be true. We know Mary Westlake and Tim Spender from previous missions. I don't think they're pulling any crazy tricks with their names. And we know Tessa Navari from previous missions. And they call her Tessa. I can check around a little bit. Mary Westlake, Tim Spender. Tessa Navari. So this all seems easy and straightforward. But something is wrong. You received a note. Your name is Robinson. You received a note. Your name is Hall. Maybe I'll just try replacing these two. Okay, so I had those two names backwards. I must be wrong about how to learn them. Based on seniority, she's been here the longest. She's here 6 months. Sam, Alex, Charlie. So she went first. Right, I misread this at first glance too, because I thought that was the starting and ending results, but that's just their current results for good and bad stuff. And they both have to add up to 100 either way. In that case, it's not a great sign that... I know you're trying to make this number big. So Charlie's supposed to be full of evil, but Charlie's the closest to enlightenment here. Whereas Alex is terrible. I guess maybe that's why she's freaking out so much. That's Alex, right? As far as we can tell. Alex Hall. I can look at the current time. Say 8:25? Oh, in the morning. Got it. I was like, the sun should be down by now, no matter what time zone you're in. Right, it's this AM. People wake up that early sometimes. Everyone has a lot of energy at 8 AM. I'm feeling really stumped right now. I feel like there's got to be a way to confirm people's names. I'm just like really not getting where it is. Am I supposed to do something with this? I guess this tells me what they think words mean in opposite of each other. And we need to think in terms of opposites because that'll explain what she thinks opposites mean. Because these two are opposite of each other. Okay, so phase 1 is remove and phase 2 is add. Eliminate, replenish. And the house looking one is bad and the symbol, the key is good. Is it empathy and hatred? Hatred. It's probably empathy and hatred. Okay, there we go. She wants to... What's she doing here? She's trying to eliminate their hatred. Just make them not do the thing that she thinks is bad. Basically. So what name is wrong? Let's do a little experiment. So Sam. Okay, that's not great. Also forgot her name a little bit. Whoops. Sam Robinson. Okay, so right now 2 things are wrong. Is someone's name backwards? Like, this is a bit of a gamble, but is your name Myson Bruce? That sounds stupid. He's gotta have half a name. Nope. That's... Billy Greer's name's on a thing. Neil Remington's your dad. I feel like an insane person whose name is fucking backwards. So many of these people are like basically set in stone, so it's mostly down to the three cult members. Like these 3, because these 3 we already know from past missions, and these 2 are straightforward. So it's just something's up with these 3 people. I guess it really is just Sam, Alex, and Charlie, and I'm just like wrong about which of these three gender non-specific names is who. I just wish I could I want to narrow it down so I'm not guessing. I don't want to just guess the answer. It must be here, right? Where am I missing it? I guess maybe it's just in terms of their current hatred. We just trust the idea that this must be Alex because he's full of hate. And the person who's been the longest is the most transformed. So Charlie is the person who's been here the longest. Okay, that's the logic. Got it. Yeah, that checks out. So we are supposed to go on the age chips, and we're supposed to just assume that the treatment works. This implies that she's not a quack because this treatment is actually reaching the results, but one, we don't know if she's just writing down the results she wants to achieve, or two, we don't know if she actually knows what the thing does to people, which is made funny by the whole, what does this person think this is solution. Okay, I got stuck on that for a little too long, honestly. Whoops. Alright, blah blah and some of her blah blah, we're at blah blah for, okay, bring the names back. Alright, so it's, we sorted? Yep. Tessa Navari and some of her followers, dedicants, were at the Harmony Institute. Harmony Foundation, I think, for a procedure, I guess, yeah. The aim was to first eliminate hatred and then replenish empathy, resulting in enlightenment. However, they were interrupted by people who wanted to seize everything at the Harmony Foundation. In the large room downstairs. Fuck. I mean, this guy is somehow hurt on the back of the head, even though he was there. And this guy's much worse off. So he probably got directly harmed. But what does she have as a weapon? A red pen? I don't know if that's what she went with. I'm gonna say that Tessa... Oops, Navari, not Neil. Tessa Navari somethinged Bruce Meissen. In response... Okay. Let's see. So our big action verbs are shot, grabbed, and stabbed. Does anyone have a gun? Okay, so he's got these things in his hand, and then this thing rolls. I don't know how he got the crystal when he's tied down. Maybe you hold it? We don't know what this like ritual looks like. But he has prints on his hand from the crystal, which he dropped and rolled. I'm thinking that the timeline is going to be grabbed, stabbed, shot. Like a shot with a taser, because they don't have guns. So I think Alex Remington stabbed Bruce Myson with a crystal, and then Billy Greer shot Alex Remington with a taser. How do we get evidence of a grabbing specifically? Are your tasers visibly fired or not? I don't think they look different from each other. Explain the hands-off approach to the new guy. It says... there's no check mark. He didn't explain to the new guy that you don't grab people. So he grabbed someone, probably the person that stabbed him. And that aggroed him. So Bruce Myson probably, I guess, grabbed Alex Remington. This is the part that I'm least clear on. Okay, something's wrong. Probably one name once, or Harmony. Let's double check that's the Harmony Foundation, and not the Harmony Institute. Reason Institute, Harmony Foundation. Okay, good there. Oh. Yeah, her wrist is hurt. I didn't see that. So Bruce grabbed Sam Robin. There you go. Motive? Which 3 clues are needed in order to deduce Alex's motive for protecting Sam? Oh, goodness. Okay. Why is there 2 tasers? Am I supposed to think that this, like, bald guy in profile is the same person every time? It's him here. Yeah. Is that supposed to be him? Maybe. That might be him as a kid. So I think it's these three right here. So, yep. I was wondering if this supposed to be the same guy or not, but it's like obviously a very different getup and context. Right, that is the same comet that was on TV. The comet that inspired everything. Okay. You have solved the scenario. Before the enlightenment process could begin, OPIC officials arrived, backed up by hired goons, to kick everyone out of the building and confiscate everything inside. One of the officers got heavy-handed with a female follower, so her cousin stabbed him before being tasered and restrained. So he was actually out and free. He was restrained, he was put in the restraints after he was tased. I thought this all went wrong. Like, at first glance, you think everything went wrong during the actual procedure. Like, they were in the middle of zapping his brain, and then these people came in. So I was surprised to have him even be an agent and things, because I thought his brain was being scrambled. Meanwhile, Tessa and Navari tried in vain to rid the OPIC officials of hatred, believing this would make them change their mind about evicting her. Nope. That part didn't work out.